What is your, we will never speak of this again moment? 1. My very overweight cousin fell on the family cat and killed it. No one said a word about it, they just took it away and no one ever mentioned it again. 2. While working for the local church's prisoner outreach program, my grandmother met a female inmate with whom she fell in love. Upon the inmate's release, her and grandma planned on running away together. Said inmate locked her in the closet and made off with all the cash she'd liquidated from her savings account. That's why my grandma had to work as the lunch lady at my middle school and why we financially supported her whole life. 3. I was winging for a buddy at a bar in Toronto. He had pretty much closed the deal on a really cute girl, but I heard her say, "I gotta check with my friend real quick," her super gross friend who I was keeping distracted 12 feet away. So I grabbed her mid-sentence and kissed her. It was a commitment of a kiss, and she reciprocated. I heard my buddy's girl say, "Oop, never mind." Heard my buddy start laughing, and saw them leave together. Then I immediately texted my buddy saying, "Never speak of that." 4. My dad took me to see the movie Face Off when I was 7. We walked out of the theater and he grabbed me around my shoulder, "Never ever tell your mother we saw that movie." 5. When I was 13 I was at the mall and I had just ate pizza. Then the family went shopping. I decided to look at shoes. I thought I had a fart coming on and I farted. Immediately something wet hit my shoe. I had shorts on, and I had just pooped all over my shoe and the floor. I walked out of the mall and sat outside until my parents found me. Went home and threw away my clothes, never spoke of it since. 6. Years ago my best friend and I were out at a club that was one of the hottest places to be seen at the time. She has struggled with her weight her whole life. She's a bigger girl. We spy a place to sit. No easy task. It was a small booth with a bench in the middle. Classic nightclub setup. I take a seat on the booth and she sat down on the bench and it broke. Loudly. She tumbled to the floor, spilling her drink and fighting off tears. She bolted out the door. All 125 pounds of me found the manager and informed him that I broke the bench and he should have it removed before someone tripped on the busted side. He apologized and cleared my tab. I found her by the car. We just got in and went to our favorite dive bar. This was 11 years ago. We have never spoken about it. 7. When I was 17 a huge photo radar ticket came in for my truck, something like 40 kilometers over the speed limit. My mom was furious at me. "How dare you drive like a maniac, I raised you better," and all that. But it turns out I wasn't the driver that day, Dad had borrowed it to pick something up. I asked him how much it was worth to him for me to take the fall, knowing she'd turn on him with the fury of an angry mama bear. And that's how I got myself a new TV that year. 8. My wife and I were at my cousin's apartment in a big city. They have a balcony on the 40-something floor. We were all outside on the balcony drinking some beers and getting a little drunk. My wife rests her beer can on the railing of the balcony. I scold her and go to move it when my half-drunk and clumsy self knocks it off and we watch in horror as it falls in slow motion 40 stories and hits the ground like a bullet next to a crowd of people. We never mentioned it to anyone.